Hey guys, my name is Santiago and today we'll be learning about evaluating polynomial functions using synthetic substitution. Step 1, you basically want to take your remainder that's located here and kind of isolate it in its own little box. Step 2, you just want to drop down the rest of your numbers and don't include the exponents or anything like that. Just drop down like 10, 5, 4, and -9. So now in step 3, now that you have all your numbers lined up, the first thing you want to do before you do anything is to immediately drop down your first number. You don't do anything to it, you just drop it down and draw a line. Once you've dropped down your first number, like for example, we have 10, what you're going to be doing is you multiply the bottom number, your result down here, you multiply it by whatever is in your box. So 10 times 1 will be 10. Once you've filled in your empty spot here, you're going to be adding. So what you do will be 5 plus 10 is 15. And then again, you repeat the step you did first. 15 times 1 is 15. And then you repeat the same step you just did here. You would be putting 15 below the 4. So it would be 15 plus 4. 15 plus 4 will give you 19. So once you filled in all your spots, you have, for example, 15 plus 4 would be 19. 19 times 1 would be 19, so you add it all the way up here, and then you add -9 plus 19, giving you with the result of 10. One of the ways that I thought that I saw this math problem in my life would be when I occasionally go out to a concert, and for every person they charge $10. So this would be the price that they charge. So every person that is allotted a ticket pays $10, and once you get through the door, that's just everyone else still has to pay. So I guess that would be a way you could see and incorporate that into your everyday life. Now for our second problem, let's say you're given a problem like this one. The first thing I taught you to do in the previous example is to take your number and put it to the left and put it in its box. And then I told you that it's okay to just drop down your numbers. But the difference between the previous example and this one is that if you look at the exponents, the one in the previous example, the exponents were in descending order. In this example, we have an exponent of 5, and then it just jumps to a 3, and then it jumps to a 1. You can't solve it properly without having the exponents in descending order. So that's what we're going to try and fix in this problem. I left some of them the same, and then I had to go in and add some exponents because there were kind of like missing patches in between them. So as you can see here, we kept 2x to the 5th because that's the highest exponent. Then we can't just go from 2x to the 5th and jump to 14x to the 3rd because we're missing a 4. What we can do now is simply just add x to the 5th minus x to the 4th. And then you go ahead and continue on with 14x to the 3rd. And then again, you can't just jump from 14x to the 3rd all the way to 24x. Now we continue with the rest of the problem. As you can see, I went ahead and filled in the rest, and our solution was 90. If any of you are familiar with the show Breaking Bad, then you know that that show has to do a lot with taking chances on people and making sure that they put in their part. So that can kind of relate to the math problem like synthetic substitution, because you win some in some parts of the problem and then you lose some. But in the end, you end up with a whole lot more than you started with. So I think that relates to Breaking Bad and our synthetic substitution problem that we just solved.